Notice how methodical this questioning is. The prosecutor isn't just asking where someone lives. They're anchoring credibility. Every small detail builds a mental map of the jury, setting the stage for the bigger drama that's about to unfold.
Have you lived together the entire time?
Yes.
Were you living there in December of 2023?
Yes.
Where is 332 Water Village Road in relation to your house?
Across the street.
Who owns that property?
Kevin Hool.
And can you tell us generally where 332 is on that property?
Directly across the street, about 50 feet from my front door.
Is there another house at the top of the hill above 332?
Yes.
Who lives there?
At this moment, I'm not sure, but it was Kevin Hool.
In December of 23,
Yes.
It was Mr. Hool?
Yep.
In December of 2023, who lived at 332 at the bottom of it?
William Kelly.
Can you describe the structure he was living in?
Small, green, shack-like structure.
And from December of 2023, how long had William Kelly lived there?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah. How long had Mr. Kelly lived at the bottom of the hill as of December of 2023?
Steadily, about 2 years, but before that, a handful of times.
Did you have occasion to interact with him while he was living there?
A few times, maybe.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
Yes.
Do you see him here in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Can you just point him out for us and identify something he's wearing?
A gray tie and a white shirt.
As the record reflect, the witnesses identified the defendant.
Will so reflect.
During the couple of years that the defendant was living across the street from you, was anyone else living with him?
We had seen a female there from time to time.
Did you ever meet that female?
No.
Did you ever speak with her?
No.
Did you see her outside of the residence often?
In the summer of 2023, yes. In the winter, not as much.
About how many times total would you say you saw that female over the course of them living there?
I would say almost daily. To put a number on it, probably 100.
The female?
Yes.
And you said that was more frequent in the
summer.
What about
yes.
the winter?
Yep.
Would you see her in the winter?
I saw her once.
I want to talk specifically. Did you hear anything coming from across the street that morning?
I did.
What did you hear?
Yelling.
Could you tell who was yelling?
Yes.
Who was it?
William Kelly.
Could you make out what he was yelling?
No.
About what time did you hear that yell?
About 9:30 in the morning.
Are you able to see what's going on over there across the street at all?
Not really.
Why not?
Because there's things in front of the windows and trees.
So did you see anything happening at the same time you heard the yelling?
No.
But you recognized the defendant's voice?
Yes.
Had you heard anything the night before that?
Yes.
What did you hear?
Yelling.
Was it the defendant yelling?
Yes.
And again, were you able to make out any of what he was saying?
No.
And were you able to see anything?
No.
The defendant was yelling the night before. What was his tone like?
Angry.
And what about the morning of the 17th?
Angry.
One moment, Chief. That's all I have for right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other attorney?
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Frost, just a couple questions.
Sure.
So you're living across the street, trying to raise a young family.
Mm-hmm.
You've got this shack across the way from you, right? You have to, out loud. You have to, with the head nods, right? I have to make you answer out loud.
We're
Okay,
keeping
yes.
a record of
Oh,
everything
yes.
that's said here, so it has to be verbalized so
Okay.
that it can be picked up. Thank you for understanding.
Yes.
And you've indicated that you would hear Mr. Kelly yell and grumble and do that quite frequently, right?
Yes.
This was kind of like a feature of his personality across.
Pay attention here. Sound without sight. The witness hears yelling but doesn't see anything. That's crucial. In court, hearing conflict isn't the same as seeing violence. The defense can use this gap to introduce reasonable doubt later.
His grumblings, his yellings on any particular day are a normal day.
Yes.
So on the 17th of December, the day before, there was not some unusual tenor or tone to him yelling.
No.
Nothing unusual about your observations of him on that particular day, other than 5 days before, or 10 days before, or a month before?
No.
Okay. Now, during the cold weather months, you said you didn't see Christine out and about.
No.
Okay, once maybe.
Yes.
But in the summer, you saw her moving on or about the structure that was there.
Yes.
And it's fair to say you try to be a pretty reasonable, conscientious person.
Yes.
Okay. Was there ever a time when you saw Mr. Kelly physically touch or abuse her?
No.
If you had ever observed that in the hundreds of times that you saw her out and about that property throughout the summer, what would you have done?
Probably said something.
Or called the police, right?
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yes.
That is not something you would have abided then, nor that you would keep from this jury now. You'd let them know.
Yes.
So despite all the grumbling, all the yelling that you heard, you never saw at any time any indication of violence between Mr. Kelly and Ms. Falzone.
Not physical.
You heard yelling,
Yes.
but oftentimes you didn't hear the back and forth, you're saying.
No.
So you just heard a man yelling
Yes.
without contact.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nothing further.
Ms. Frost, thank you very much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Testimony is all done. Step down and please.
Thank you.
Have a good evening. Morning, sir. If you would kindly step up here to this chair. And if you kindly remain standing for a moment and raise your right hand, solemnly swear the testimony you give in this case will be true, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Yes, sir.
Morning. Morning. If you could start, please, by introducing yourself and spelling your name for the court report.
Ethan Frost, ETHAN-FROST.
Where do you live? We just heard from your wife, Allison. Do you live there with her and your kids?
Yes,
How long have you lived there?
I've lived there my whole life.
Were you both living there in December of 2023?
Yes,
And where is 332 Water Village Road in relation to your house?
directly across the street.
Watch the defense at work. They turn yelling into a personality quirk. This is classic reframing. What looks threatening is now just annoying, subtle, but insanely effective in softening the jury's perception of the defendant.
Who owns that property?
Kevin Hool.
Did, at that time, Mr. Wool have a house up the hill?
Yes.
Who was living at the bottom?
William Kelly.
Can you describe the structure he was living in for us?
It was kind of a shack that was attached to a trailer that with a lean-to off the back.
About how long have you been living there in December of 2020?
I'd say a couple years.
Over those couple of years, did you have occasion to interact with him?
Every now and again.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
Yes.
And do you see him in the courtroom here today?
Yes, I do.
Could you point him out for us and identify something he's wearing?
White button-up shirt, gray tie.
Does the record reflect he's identified the defendant?
It will reflect.
I want to talk with you specifically about December 17th of 2023. Was the defendant still living across the street from you at that time?
Yes.
Was there a woman living with him at that time?
Every now and again. Didn't really see too often, but
About when did you start seeing that woman?
I guess it was summertime of 23.
And between the summertime of 23 and December 17th of 23, about how many times would you say you saw her around the property?
2 or 3 times.
And on that day, December 17th, did you hear anything going on across the street that morning?
A little bit of yelling in the morning.
Could you tell who was yelling?
To me, it sounded like William Kelly.
And you've heard his voice before?
Yes.
So you recognize his voice as the one doing the yelling. Did you hear anything the night before?
I did not.
When you heard yelling the morning of December 17th, was it one voice? Was it multiple voices?
I only heard his voice.
And about what time was that?
8:30 probably.
What did the defendant's tone sound like when you heard that yelling?
Aggravated.
That's all I have for right now. Thank you.
Counsel? Mr. Frost, just a couple questions.
Yep.
All right, so your ability to observe Christine, that's the name of the woman who was on the property, was relatively limited. You said you only saw her about 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
Your wife had seen her more. Is she around the property a little bit more in those hours?
Yeah.
In the time that you observed her, did you see her with Mr. Kelly?
Sometimes it was by herself, but I'm assuming he was there.
Okay. Did you ever, in any of those observations of them, observe him acting violently towards her?
Not that I saw.
If you had seen that, you would have done something about it.
Yeah.
No further questions.
Nothing further?